Alright, so I've got this Harbor Freight Predator engine. I'm going to do an unboxing video. There's a little story behind it. In case you didn't know, there's 3 different engines in this Predator 13 horsepower line. One of them is the California emissions control engine. It's California compliant, and I definitely didn't want one of those. But there's 2 SKU numbers that run exactly the same. And one of them is 60340. And when you order that, it's tied in with 60349. That's the Hemi motor. That's the motor that has the hemispherical heads, and it produces more torque. This engine here is a 60349. I ordered this one. I thought it said on the spec sheet online that the motor had 19.8 foot-pounds of torque. Well, it come in on the truck today, and lo and behold, it was a 60340, and it had 18.4 foot-pounds of torque. So they're different, but they're listed with the same SKUs online. But luckily, I was able to call around in Harbor Freight and go exchange it for the 60349. And I knew I wanted to try this one out because it was had a little more power, and I'm going to put it on a Sears garden tractor that I have over here. I'm going to repower it. It's a 16 horse Onan, and it's tired. It just doesn't want to go, and instead of having all the problems, I'm just going to put this motor on it and be done with it. I think it'll be a pretty easy procedure, but we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and open this up now. Now that's the only difference listed on the 2 spec sheets on each of these motors is the torque ratings, but they look a little different also. I don't know if you can see right here on the 60340, this plastic part comes down here just a little further at an angle. Like I said, I don't know why. I think they're made in 2 different factories in China, and I think it's one of those things where, you know, they sell so many of them, they have 2 different factories, and for some reason or another, this motor has the hemispherical heads and the other one doesn't. There's certain differences, I think, with you look at the top of the head, and there's differences. But anyway, I'll pop this open and see what it looks like. 420 cc. It's rated at 13 horsepower. Now, on the sheet right here, it says 14 horsepower gas Harbor Freight. So, I don't know why they rated it as 13 horse online. Here it says 14 horse. It may have to do with it being the Hemi, or it just may be that the differences is they don't want to, they want to underrate it instead of overrate it. That way they don't get a lawsuit like Briggs & Stratton got years back, where they started putting all the torque ratings on the motors instead of the horsepower ratings. So we have paperwork here, owner's manual. Pull it out and see what's in here. Yeah, basic owner's manual. I'll be needing that. I think these are different jets for depending on the altitude you live in. I don't know what this gasket here is, and these, there may be, I guess if I read it I'll figure that out, but anyway. This thing's pretty heavy. I think it weighs 80 something pounds. So we don't need this thing. So it's electric start engine. Right here is your component started. Now when I put this on and see that it's going to work, I'll probably be moving it to the dash. So, but I'm going to get it on there and make sure it's going to work before I do that, wiring and everything. Also, I like the backup recoil start. What I'm going to do is probably go ahead and put some oil in it and start it and just see how it's going to run for me. Do want to make sure that it's a good engine before I stick it on that lawnmower and realize I have to pull it back off. Quick start guide. Yeah, I might need that.